Hello, this is Chris Perry and I'm here for another history moment. Today I want to talk about non-traditional students. That's something that I really appreciate because that's what I was. My background was in law enforcement and eventually I became a Mr. Mom to take care of my kids full time. But I also ended up back at UAB to go to school. I found out really quick that putting folks in jail was much more difficult than taking care of kids full time. So I came back to school and the UAB community accepted me, brought me in, and I really have always appreciated that, even as a more seasoned student. So today I am with...
My name is Max Panter. I'm actually a return student. I originally went to school at Jacksonville State coming out of high school because I wanted to be a music education major. Fun, that worked out. Love music, hate oral skills. Real fun to write. That being said, I got out of there and I started doing a multitude of different tasks like construction. I was the assistant manager of a Blockbuster at one point in my life.
Oh, Blockbuster.
Yeah.
That's like, it's extinct now.
I just aged myself if you didn't know. I've lived in the real world for about 8 years and you realize there's only so much you can do unless you're doing the right things. Now, go do trades and stuff like that. If you want to get into there, you can make money doing things like that. Mm-hmm. But I started dating a lovely lady who I'm getting married to in January.
Congratulations.
And, thank you. I was actually real scared about going back to school for the reasons of financial problems and stuff like that because, you know, how am I going to pay the bills and go to school? Yeah. Well, it came back to, she said, you need to get a degree or I'm leaving you and go figure out how to do it. And so I did. And I've actually really enjoyed being a student again, really being part of the atmosphere, looking at how some of their modern day skill taking and like going to school is a skill. Yeah. And seeing how younger students actually do it opposed to when I was a student and when I was younger and how my skills translate into there. And it's just being in history is great because, you know, I actually want to teach myself and I think it's more fun having the multiple perspectives of being the older guy in the classroom.
Totally, and you're the only one that gets all my 80s references. I actually have some great 80s references and he's the only one that gets them. We laugh together.
I asked myself, how did I get here?
That's right. So what is your plan with your history degree once you graduate?
So my plan with my history degree is to go and try and substitute teach.
Okay.
To get into a different school system and try and get them to know me and my personality.
Yes.
And then eventually turn around and get my master's in education, and then that way I can actually start teaching.
That's fantastic. Or you get your master's in history.
As
you should. Yes.
Yeah.
History.
Multiple masters actually. Always go to school.
That's right.
The government loves that.
They do. Thank you so much for your time. This has been a history moment. Remember, UAB history lives here.